Iran before 1979 was a nation divided. On one side, the Shah's vision of progress, new roads, universities, women's rights, and oil-fueled prosperity. The Shah, a close ally of the West, projected an image of modernity and power. But beneath the surface, millions felt alienated by rapid change and Western influence. The wealth gap widened, the elite thrived while many struggled. The Shah's secret police, Savak, enforced order through fear, spying, arresting, silencing dissent. Discontent simmered among students, merchants, intellectuals, and, most of all, the religious masses. For them, the Shah's rule was a betrayal of Iran's culture and faith. The country felt less like home, more like a stranger's land. Fear kept people quiet, but anger grew. Society split, the privileged few versus a broad, unhappy coalition. The only thing uniting the opposition? The belief that the Shah had to go. Iran was a nation on the edge, modern on the outside, deeply fractured within. The storm was coming. The revolution ignited in January 1978 when a government newspaper insulted Ayatollah Khomeini. Outraged students in Qom protested peacefully, until security forces opened fire. The death sparked a cycle. Every 40 days, new protests erupted to mourn the dead, and each time more were killed. The movement spread city to city, fueled by grief and anger. The Shah's regime alternated between empty promises and brutal crackdowns, only strengthening the resolve of the people. Protests grew, chants turned from "Long live the Shah" to "Death to the Shah." Fear faded, unity grew. On September 8, 1978, Black Friday, soldiers massacred protesters in Tehran's Jaleh Square. Hundreds died, any hope for compromise vanished. The monarchy's legitimacy was shattered, the revolution was no longer a protest, it was a tidal wave. The people demanded not reform but the end of the Shah's rule. The streets belonged to the revolutionaries, the Shah's days were numbered. Iran's future would be decided not by kings, but by the people. The world watched as the old order crumbled, the revolution was unstoppable. In exile, Ayatollah Khomeini's voice reached Iran through smuggled cassette tapes. He offered not just criticism, but a vision, an Islamic Republic, free from Western domination. His message, faith, justice, resistance, resonated with millions. As protests swelled, the Shah's grip weakened. Soldiers hesitated to fire on their own people. The monarchy's power evaporated. The Shah, ill and isolated, fled Iran in January 1979. The nation erupted in celebration. The king was gone. 2 weeks later, Khomeini returned to a hero's welcome. The revolution's spiritual leader was now its political force. The monarchy was finished. A new era was dawning. The people had toppled a king, but what would replace him? Iran stood at a crossroads. With the Shah gone, chaos reigned. Revolutionary committees hunted down remnants of the old regime. The military surrendered. The revolution had won. In March 1979, a referendum offered a stark choice: monarchy or Islamic Republic. Overwhelmingly, Iranians chose the Islamic Republic, but unity faded as the clergy sidelined secular allies. A new constitution created a republic, with ultimate power in the hands of the supreme leader, Khomeini. The principle of Vilayat-e-Faqih, clerical rule, became law. Society changed overnight, hijab became mandatory, alcohol was banned, universities purged. Hopes for democracy faded as the revolution hardened into theocracy. Many who fought for freedom now faced new restrictions. The revolution had succeeded, but its outcome was not what all had imagined. Iran was transformed forever. The world took notice. The revolution's shockwaves spread fast. When the exiled Shah was admitted to the U.S., Iranians feared another coup. In November 1979, radical students stormed the U.S. Embassy, taking 52 Americans hostage. The crisis lasted 444 days, humiliating America and empowering Iran's hardliners. Diplomatic ties were severed. Mistrust endures to this day. The revolution inspired Islamic movements worldwide and challenged global power structures. Iran emerged as a new force in the Middle East, charting its own course. Decades later, Iran remains a nation of contradictions: deep faith, youthful energy, and ongoing demands for change. Tensions with the West persist, but so does the spirit of revolution. Recent protests echo the same desire for freedom and dignity. The story of the Iranian Revolution is still being written. Its legacy shapes Iran and the world every day. The storm that began in 1979 has not yet passed.